Well, hey everybody, this is Gretchen the Green Lady. And have you ever made fresh pesto? Well, today we're going to talk about doing that because it's a rainy day and you can still garden. You can still enjoy your fresh produce that you have grown. So stay tuned. All this beautiful fresh basil, well, that's going to go into some pesto. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Yum. And as these get tall and leggy, you want to cut them back so that it'll produce more. There's a nice little branch. Look at this. Fresh pesto. I'm going to show you how to do that. Hold on. You can also make pesto out of fresh parsley. Same ingredients, same amount. So when I show you my pesto recipe, when we make this together, I want you to also know that just replace it with parsley if you don't have enough basil. All right, I want to begin by making our pesto. So I have this beautiful basket of fresh basil, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the leaves, and let's just see how much we make from what we have, all right? So I just began by removing the leaves, and I knew that I would need lots of fresh basil. As you can see, it ended up that there were 8 cups of basil, which when we begin to process will reduce down to maybe about 2 cups. This, you have to have a chopped nut. You can use, these are cashews, you can use almonds, you can use pecans, you can use walnuts. I do not recommend using peanuts. It's just a flavor that doesn't seem to mix well. I then added about 1/3 cup of my cashews, but it could be any of the nuts I mentioned. Once you begin to process them, make sure that they're not too large. A nice fine chop would be great. When you're removing your leaves, make sure that you don't have too much of the stem on there. The stem can be bitter, and the flower is also bitter. If you don't have a food processor, a blender works just as well. It might take a little longer, but it still works well. Now, because I don't measure much, when I added all that to my food processor, you could fill it to the top and know that you have enough to work with. Next, you're going to need a grated cheese or a Parmesan cheese, and I added 1 cup to my recipe. Now, another ingredient is our oils. You can use pure olive oil. I like to combine olive oil with a light cooking oil. And you need quite a bit. Now, I don't have a measurement for that because I mix it, and as it needs, I add more. So when you add your oil, add enough to make it like a thick paste or a slurry. You'll need to add garlic. You can either use garlic powder or I have crushed a clove of fresh garlic. Either works really well. Are done. Can you see the texture of this? It's almost like, I would say, peanut butter. It's very soft. And make sure you test it. If you like a very salty pesto, go ahead and add salt to taste. But this came out perfect. So now when you go to trim your basil, so that you'll get more, what you want to do is trim a larger portion of your stem at an intersection, or it's called a node, and that will force more lateral growth, and you'll have more basil to enjoy throughout your season. But see how I trim right there at the joint or the node or the intersection. So this has been Gretchen the Green Lady saying, I hope you enjoy your fresh pesto. Oh my goodness, there's nothing like this. You know, it's still considered gardening. So I hope that you'll follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me on YouTube, like, comment, share, and don't forget to join my Gretchen's Gardeners on Facebook, because you can garden even if it's raining outside. So get out there, enjoy your gardens, and get your hands dirty. Get your hands dirty. Get out there. Get out there.